the most powerful affirmation in the world. In the world. I'm Dan, that's Rob. We are personal trainers. And in today's video, you're going to learn about the affirmation that changed my life forever and how you can use it in your own lives. So affirmations, you've seen them all around. You've used them in your life. Probably you wrote something like, I am this, I am that. Maybe you've seen placards at a local gift store, the paper store. You know, all those nice sayings they have on those blocks.
A little kitten, hang in there.
Hang in there, dance in the rain, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's more, they're more expressions. But regardless, affirmations. There's a gentleman, and I highly encourage you to look him up. His name is Frederick Lehrman. He is a pioneer of his times. This guy came out in the 80s, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe the 90s. And he turned me on to this man, who I thought was a complete imbecile, baboon, and crazy person for the longest time. However, he wrote a program. It's a book and a audio program. It's also on Audible now. It's called Prosperity Consciousness. And in that, he talks about kind of changing your mindset on money and things like that. But he wrote a very powerful affirmation. And he said in his book, he said, if you write this affirmation 20 times a day, your money or your income will double in the next 60 to 90 days. Now, that hasn't happened. However, the affirmation has actually put a lot of things in motion. What is the affirmation? The affirmation we'll put on the screen is, I am now highly pleasing to myself in the presence of other people. I am now highly pleasing to myself in the presence of other people. So for the hell of it, I decided, let me just write this down. So I wrote it down 20 times a day for 90 days, and I still do it every other day. I don't keep it as a religious thing or a structured discipline thing right now. However, here's what I learned from doing it. If you want to do anything in life, you're going to need a team. You need people. For the longest time, I was kind of a lone wolf kind of person. I would do everything myself. I get frustrated watching other people try to do it, so I just do it on my own. Unless I do it, no one else will do it, kind of whole mindset for the longest time. However, if you look at most people who are making money or who are successful, yes, they have that willpower and that discipline, but they also have people to uplift, support, and drive them, guide them, coach them, mentor them, etc. So the more I started using this affirmation a couple years ago, I started to realize, hey, I actually don't hate people. And not because I want to make money, but because when you join other people in groups, you can accomplish amazing things. So if you ever caught yourself saying, I hate people, or people annoy me, or you're just frustrated with people or society, and you don't truly love people in general, this affirmation is a life changer. I believe it could help with finances, but in terms of just getting along with people, it is tremendous. Because you know you've been somewhere. Maybe you're at a gym, maybe you're driving in traffic, and you go, oh, God, look at that guy. Ugh, or look at her. What is she wearing? You know you've said it. You know you've had those thoughts. What I found with this affirmation is that those thoughts begin to dissipate. And you have a general sense of not tolerance, but actually liking people, which can open up so many doors. Absolutely powerful. So I recommend, first thing in the morning, write down 20 times. You will not believe how much it will shift and shape your day. You'll become like a lighthouse. People just want to talk to you all the time. Any thoughts on affirmations or Frederick or anything like that before we close this video? This little microphone that beep, 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 beep.
Hello? Is this thing on? Frederick, yeah. He was like one of the first, I wouldn't say pioneers or mentors that we actually worked with or dealt with, but he was definitely somebody who was at the cutting edge at a time when motivational speakers per se were not in vogue, and they were probably thought of as being kooky, a little bit outside the lines, if you will. But a lot of his teachings are just steeped in a lot of common sense, and a lot of it, as Dan indicated, yeah, it's money based, but it goes beyond that. It's really about how you live your life. And I've seen it. I see it in the book. It's right here. I've seen his writings. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, over and over and over. I swear to God, they're in there. It's countless.
Actually, walking the walk, that's from October 2nd, all 20 times. I have the handwriting of a child, but I did it, and it works.
I have the brain of a child, but this brain will tell you this. Subliminal advertising works. And if you write things out, you don't just think it, you believe in it, and it becomes part of your being.
It's a habit.
It's a habit. Everything is about habits. We talk about doing your to-do list, for instance. Making your day prosperous, making your day efficient, making it the best day of your life. Every day should be like that. And if you start out with a plan, and if you write things down, and you write these affirmations down, they become instilled in your being, in your fiber. And that sounds hokey, but it is true. Your subconscious plays a very powerful role in that.
Absolutely.
Back to you.
Yes. So with that, try this affirmation. I am now highly pleasing to myself in the presence of other people. Try it 20 times a day for 90 days. It takes at least those many days to start to change your stubborn mind in your subconscious. Things you could do also as well to really drive it in there. Listen to some music when you're doing it, because music is emotional, and a lot of times the subconscious responds to emotions. So it's a better way to engrave that affirmation into you. Or listen to something like those alpha waves you can find on YouTube videos, theta waves, something like that to get your brain in a higher vibrating frequency state so that gets in there and can change your life. With that, write your affirmations, and I'll see you soon. Until next time. Cast iron skillet, boy!
That should inspire you.
I'm ready to go.